evening, viewers. Thank you for joining us on Global Entertainment News Show, and welcome to Your Opinion, where we tackle the hottest topic in entertainment alongside with the viewers. So be sure to send in your opinion while the show goes on. Send us a message on WhatsApp or interact on our comment section as well. We would love to hear from you. For today's topic is Miss Universe story. Chidinma Adeshina, Nigerian representative at the 73rd Miss Universe pageant held at Arena Ciudad de Mexico, emerged as the first runner-up during the final on November 16. This marks the first time a Nigerian has come so close to winning the prestigious Miss Universe competition. Adeshina also made history as the first Nigerian beauty queen to place in the top 5 of the pageant. My story of this Miss Universe is that she has come through a lot. First from South Africa down to Nigeria, where she have actually been harassed of being a mixed race, and the whole thing escalates to the internet, which everybody was, both the South African and the Nigerians were support and the South Africa were against, because for the South Africa they say that she's a Nigerian father, and then the Nigerians were trying to claim her that since she's from Nigeria, we are going to take her in. That is where she now got into Nigerian Miss Pageant, and then she emerged to the Miss Universe contestant. So what we are trying to ask this question here is that what are the challenges the mixed race actually face out there?
Number one, they face the identity crisis, yes, and the stereotyping. Do you understand? So the identity crisis, struggling of identity. Some people are trying to claim her, while another one are trying, which like she said she's confused.
Yeah,
Where did she wants to stay? Is it for the South African or for the Nigeria? And apart from that, the bullying and all harassment.
She
if
passed through a whole
if
lot
not
of
that
bullying.
she's strong and she stands on her ground, she's determined to say, okay, I'm going to do this. To be sincere, she will have dropped out.
Yeah, they actually dropped her out in South Africa. That is when Nigerian Miss
Took the chance to pick her up.
Because they say that as she's from Nigeria, so she should go to Nigeria. We don't need you here. You don't have to represent us, because her mom is the Republican, and then the father is a Nigerian.
Yeah.
Which now the whole thing was like, we don't need a mixed race now. We needed someone truly born in South Africa, which can just represent us. So I think part of it is like they are having exophobia at the same time a mixed race.
Yeah.
So they just wanted to use that opportunity to come at Chidinma so that they can just chase her away.
Yeah.
So Mr. Stephen, what do you think about it?
This has been happening so long in South Africa. When it comes to South Africa and Nigeria, they don't have this connection with doing things, because one, she started this career in South Africa.
Yes.
As a pageant and this showbiz business. But I don't think the South African government should look into that issue at that present stage, because one, she came out to represent people. It was the Nigerians that decided that, okay, well, this girl is our own. Let's work with her. They saw the zeal and the zeal she has for this pageantry stuff, and then. Nigerians now, anything people see now,
we always wanted to hunt for it, and then we'll take it back.
So far, they don't see the talent for her. Like they'll be like, oh, this one opportunity. Let me just go into it and all like that.
And it was actually the document issue that makes this
everything escalates.
Exactly.
And if someone has gone far to be a public figure, you will have somebody, you have criticism, you have
a lot
that will come from somewhere that will dig out something. This person. It's not from South Africa, it's not from Nigeria. You always want to bring things up to conspire to make someone.
And are they being the mother was from Nigeria? I know Nigeria won't have stand up and say they want to do anything, but due to the father,
okay.
Do you understand? It was from Nigeria. Nigeria will be like, not be your papa citizen you they claim before you reach there. You understand that kind of thing?
But even if it's good, I believe the Nigerian that I know is that even if the mother is going to be in Nigeria, they're still going to be like, let's take her in because the mother is Nigerian, so we are going to fight for it. They won't want it to just turn it up and then forget about her, because Nigeria is a good represent. You can imagine that time of this Hilda Basi, the way they Trump and supported her, that
Yeah.
was the way they actually supported her when she was in Nigeria doing the pageant representing Nigeria. That is what made her come first, and then later being picked as the Miss Universe, because
Yeah.
Nigeria were just voting for her. They wanted her to vote, and some people in Nigeria were like, maybe it's a pity vote that they are doing for her. It just feels like it's a pity vote, and some people were saying that it's not a pity vote, it's our own. Since the South Africans are deny her, they feels like this one is our own, so let's just take her. So
You know, when you talk bad about some people sometimes, and you push them to their success,
Exactly.
that's what people don't really understand. Because this girl, one, she's outspoken.
she's smart.
She's smart, and she has zeal for what she's doing. She has been in this game for a long time. For someone to be telling me that, okay, after leaving South Africa, coming back to represent Nigeria, you know that she has this zeal and she wants this.
The determination is there.
She has, out of all with all the interviews I saw on question and answers I saw, the way she even answered that question, you see the crowd, when the crowd
Yes, they were just cheering for her. I was like, wow.
They loved her from the beginning.
They loved her from the beginning.
But you know these people, they won't want Africans to win, because me, I believe she would have won that. She would have won that.
Do you know that at the run of that Miss Universe, the South African representative actually stepped down because she said that she wasn't feeling fine.
Imagine.
Yes.
They should have not leave this girl alone. They should not leave this girl alone.
And some people from South Africa are still
Now, who
supporting
lose?
her. They are still celebrating her because of her.
They will surely celebrate her. Those that knows her. You know, those that knows her, those that know her family background, those that have been friends with her. Those ones who tell their friends to tell their friends to celebrate her a lot. They will surely do.
I think the whole thing about xenophobia in South Africa is really something that needed to be worried about.
Okay.
The xenophobia in South Africa is like a plague there, and then they don't want it to interact with other country or other cultures at all. I don't know, but I can actually ask you what do you think about this xenophobia in South Africa?
I know the causes of this xenophobia in South Africa. Number one, economic competition. A lot is happening. Economic disparities, competition for jobs and resources. Do you understand? Yeah. The next one is historical context. South African history, and the racial this thing and all, the way they usually differentiate themselves. They will let it be known that, okay, we had this, they had this. Do you understand? And we have nationalism and identity.
Okay.
Like I said, they will surely differentiate themselves.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Mr. Stephen, what would be your idea about this xenophobia in South Africa?
Well, I would say South Africa can be caused, all these things can be caused by various factors.
Okay.
Because we have including, like you said, economic competition for jobs. Because some of the South Africans, they don't want to work. Because one, I noticed something about South Africans. When they see foreigners coming to their country to take their jobs, it makes them angry.
Yeah.
Because they believe these people are coming there. Most of them just don't want to work. They believe that the people will come work for them and pay them. Just like people, they call it Omonile. They always come work for them, and these people are working. The more these people work, they are earning more than them.
Mm-hmm.
So you said, just imagine, I'm saying one person they come from outside, come your country, come the aim more than you. The jealousy comes in.
The envy and all.
Do you think that this xenophobia of a thing is just in South Africa alone, or generally?
No, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Because there was a case. This also happened, I think, in Spain. Also, it happened in Spain also, because some people, not everybody would like you to come to their country and come and they will also come and job and something like that.
Yeah, you know one thing about all those immigration or migrants that wanted to just travel to other people's country. They feels like, okay, if I'm going to be traveling into other people's country, they feels like they already wanted to adapt to those people, and then wanted to just some would not wanted to accept the culture and the ways of life that is going on there. Some would just wanted to go there and have a relaxation and all that. And why those people that are actually in their country thinking that you are coming in with a threat. And there was this man that I was actually saying that whenever he traveled out to somewhere, instead of him to just feels like it's normal for them to welcome me. It feels like it should just be like, let me say, I'm sorry for bothering you, because it's going to make them feel like, okay, this person already know that it's a burden. I'm a burden to them, so they should just accept, and then feels like, okay, this person did not come in with any threat. This person did not come in with any threat, and this person is not here to actually
steal your job or
steal your job or everything. And do you actually think that Nigerian is being chased from most of the countries that because the way they react in other people's country, or are they just like the way we are whenever we travel out?
May no lie, Nigeria, they are all too much.
So the issue is that Nigerians
Nigeria too much. Now, but you go they exaggerate any sort, like you go add Jara to it. Why would they chase Nigeria away? They will surely do, because Nigeria want too much.
You know that
no,
time.
the issue is that Nigerians are too forward.
It's exactly what we are trying to say.
If you teach a Nigerian how to fish,
they will do more than you.
A Nigerian will tell you, okay, you taught me how to fish. Let me now teach you how to catch fish in 3 weeks.
Exactly, they will do more than you. To be sincere.
Oh my God.
You will even teach them. You will teach them. You will regret that. Why did I even do this? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Why did I do this? I should have known not to do this. Because Nigeria, they would.
If you tell in Nigeria you can pass this place to that shop, they will tell you, she don't know if you don't
and now they go teach you a long way to go. When you be saying if you pass through that long way, now you go dey successful. But na lie o, Nigeria go take like 3 steps, reach where then they go. They don't reach.
You know that exphobia of a thing is actually happening in Nigeria.
Yeah.
It's happening in Nigeria.
Yes, it's general.
Ourselves.
It's not even alone. It's not even within ourselves alone. Those India, those China, then they come here. You see a lot of companies where they here now. Like, which one Nigeria gets for here?
No, it's not even the matter of that company. I'm talking about within ourselves, where we fight ourselves. You know, the Igbos and this Yorubas of the fight. That is the exphobia. We face a lot of them. We imagine a Igbo person is going to say this kind of a thing. So what are you going to expect if you are facing that kind of a thing in others man country? We are in the same country now. We are in the same land and all that, and then. Forget the fact that their culture, the Igbos and the cultures are quite different, but the fact that we are not actually adapting to ourselves is just something that we needed to caution. Because during this Chidima stuff, I remember when some people were actually saying that since her name is Chidima, she's Igbo. So they say that yes, that is how Igbo people used to do, Kiniko, this and that, so they should chase her away from there. So you can imagine it on Nigeria, they were even giving a hint to the South African on what to say to Chidima so that she can just get angry and then leave the whole stuff. So you can imagine. So that thing is something that the government needed to tackle and then see it that it's come to an end. If the South African government are actually trying their own best, I know that during that time of Chidima, they actually fought, the government who actually came out and says that this is the forgery of the Chidima's mom, this is the forgery of the certificate and all that of South Africa, and then they bring it out just for her to be disqualified from the show. But we ourselves, I think this exphobia of a thing, we needed it to become to a like the government need to caution it, because a whole lot is going on it. If you're going to ask what's the reason of this now, it's just going to tell you that I don't like this person, or the person is not partaking on my culture and all that. So what is the idea do you think the government can take?
Well, there are so many ways the government can tackle these issues. Because one, let me tell you, tribalism, racism, and racism, it can't stop.
It's too common, especially here in Nigeria.
Everywhere. It happens. You see, it happens in football also. It happens in everything during this life. Because one, this will always come if you have jealousy. You start with jealousy. Okay. It starts with jealousy. From jealousy, it grows and grows. Just imagine in this country now, when you see an Igbo man selling something, okay, Yoruba man they sell for here, outside they sell for here. There's no day you must hear something like Omo Igbo. You go leave your place, you come here, you come there. It happens everywhere.
Exactly.
So if governments want to come out and say they want to tackle this now, because How many government will do?
That's
Government
just
no fit stand for what they talk. Yeah, don't talk that.
don't do this, don't do that. No.
We need to educate ourselves and
We
know
need
that
to
this thing we are
adapt to
doing.
ourselves.
Like I said, I've
is
once
wrong.
said it. Now we they do ourselves.
We need
Now
to
we
educate ourselves
they
and
do
tell ourselves
ourselves.
this
If
is
you try to, you know, put things in places, set this, set that, things will go well in Nigeria. Like I said, we keep praying for Nigeria every day, but what are we doing to make it work apart from prayer?
if a human being can see his or her child crawling to where a fire is, and you go there and stop that child, don't go there. You can do it on your phone.
Exactly.
But everybody wants to be selfish and doing things to themselves and promote your own self and leave others. That's jealousy is one of the factors that affects this thing.
Okay, and I'm going to tackle go into the mixed race for the last time. Those people that actually migrate to other people's country and then they have children there, and then the mother is from this side and the father is from this side. How do you think they needed to set the standard straight for their children so that they can actually know that this is my roots and this is where I come from? Because there are some people now that is actually in outside country, and then the only thing that their child knows is that place. They don't even know where they come from. So tomorrow now, like this Vivod that actually wanted to come for governorship the last time in Lagos State, they were like, he's not from Lagos, so they can't actually allow him to rule Lagos because his mother is Igbo and the dad and all that. So they didn't vote for him because of that. So a lot of that has been happening, not just in Nigeria and a whole lot, especially this Elion. So Elion is from South Africa. So it was so close to Trump when Trump was actually campaigning for all that. So if he wanted to go back and then feels like, okay, since I've already campaigned so much and then Trump has won, he can't actually go there and then says that he wants to go for any position and then it will be given to him. Except maybe a prime minister or just whatever they feels like it's. But being a president and then to rule that place is going to be very difficult. So I was thinking that those people that actually have their children outside, and then their children does not even have any knowledge of his or her culture or the people around, how should they actually tackle this thing so that a whole lot of things can actually come to light, so that tomorrow if they come around and then they wanted to do something, people like his father's side can actually come out and support. How should this be tackled?
Well, I don't think we should force any child to pick an identity, because those people that have dual citizenship, your father, for example, your father is from Ghana, your mother is from Nigeria. As a child, growing up as a child, you think this child should know that, okay, my mother is the Ghanaian, my father is the Nigerian. Since that child it's that child's first name, it's either from the mother or for the father. I think the best way for that child to do is to follow that first name you are bearing is what you should follow. But there shouldn't be a string attached to you that, okay, you must follow this identity, you must follow this identity. As a professional, if you decide okay, you are going for a professional job, okay, you need to choose a side. Just let me use football as an example. As a footballer now, you have your mother is from Spain, your dad is from Argentina, and you've played as a junior team in Argentina. You've not played as a professional team, as a professional player yet. You have all right to say, okay, I want to play for Argentina, or I want to play for Spain. Okay. Listen, I don't think we are in a world where we should be able to speak for ourselves. Freedom of speech, freedom of opinion.
It's not actually the matter of us speaking for ourselves right now. I'm talking about the mix in it, because if my mother is going to be from Ghana, and then my dad is from let me just say Nigeria, then and I was born not in Nigeria or in Ghana, I have no any knowledge about these two places. I have a right to actually ask where I'm from, because if I'm going to return back without this my parents' consent, and then I just feel like because I heard my mom saying that she's from Ghana, or my dad says that he's from Nigeria, and then I just feel like I should come to Nigeria, who is going to identify me?
So let me come in there. You know, this thing, to be sincere, not only does it happen in South Africa, it also happens here in Nigeria. Do you understand? Probably the mother is a Yoruba woman, the father is an Igbo. Because me and my husband is fighting, you will not allow the child to visit the family of the husband. He or she does not even know the house. talk less of probably God forbid the person pass on. Now say okay, go and bury your mother at home, or go and do this for your mother at home. You don't even know the way to reach there. You can't contact your family, your mother or your father's family member, because you have never talked to them. You don't even have their number. So the solution now is that the parents should open up. Even though you people are having a misunderstanding, does not mean it will affect the child from knowing her background. I think being this lady now knows her background. She knows that, okay, yes, she knows she's from Igbo, but does she know any of her family member in Igbo? Does she? She only knows South Africa, and she stays there. She mingles with them. But what of the Igbo people? So they should open up to the children. They should let them know their generation background. There are some things they call oroidile. Do you understand? When you give how will I put it? When you marry, or probably now you are from Yoruba, you marry a Igbo man now. There are some things they do to their child when they give birth. But you, because you don't know, do you understand? You just enter the marriage. That one of the things that scatters marriage, that is it. Because you be like, I can't, you did not tell me before I got married to you. This, that. You understand what I'm trying to say? So that thing, let your children know their background. Let your children know your family background story. Let them even know the house. Some of their children like this, they will not. None of them has visited the house before. Talk less of seeing the mother that gave birth to the woman that gave birth to them. Do you understand? They don't know anything. They will even ask, what is your grandmother's name? I don't know. Which town are you from in that state? I don't know. Which compound are you from in that state? I don't know. Because you don't tell them. It's not necessary you let them go home. But at least one or two, sit your children down. Exactly. Tell them this, tell them that.
Like, take them home.
Exactly. For vacations, weekends, all these Xmas and all.
Let them spend at least 1 year in the village. So that they can
1 year is even too much. A week is okay. What?
No, 1 year is okay.
A week is okay. Like I am like this.
A week cannot help them to generate friendship.
A week can help. It depends on how you. It's not that it's once they will go. They won't go once. They will still go frequently.
What about those that are actually outside country? How will a week be enough? Because before they will come back to Nigeria again,
But do you know that if he or she grows up, you'll be like, wow, I once visit this house. I want to go back.
That is a stress.
You know, citizenship can also be acquired by birth.
Yeah.
Your father can be from Brazil. The mother from Spain, you yourself will be from England.
Because that's where you were born from.
That's why I say this is we don't need to emphasize more on this. Is where you are giving birth to.
Still, no matter what, but let the children know their background story.
Even if that citizenship,
the origin of a child is different from the place of birth of that child. Some people will tell you, okay, I don't want to be a Brazilian, I don't want to be a Spaniard.
It was where I was giving birth from.
Yeah. And there's a legal right to it.
Nobody is tackling that. Nobody is tackling that. Do you understand? What I'm trying to say is that no matter what, even though you were giving birth from England, you were given the citizenship of. You still have to know your background, your parents, because anything can come up.
You still come back there.
If not because this girl is determined. If not because she is strong.
And then
to be sincere, this thing will have actually dropped her down.
Actually know her, if not for that.
Exactly. Who knows that she's from Igbo? This thing.
It's not her fault because.
Exactly, it's not her fault.
Were done by her mother. Her mother was the one that did the documents that.
And her.
Because there was a document forgery or something. Yes. And for her, so she didn't know anything about all this. All these things happened in her infant stage. She didn't know, okay, that they did this on that, they did this on that. It was later, if not for this pageantry,
nobody will know.
Came out. So she doesn't know about it. So we can't blame her for anything.
No, nobody is blaming her. Nobody is. We are just asking the solution to this. That's justice. Nobody
is actually calling her out because of that. We are just thinking that the exphobia and the mixed birth, the challenges that comes after it, that is what I just feels like it should be something that needed to be talked about, and they make our viewers aware that wherever you are, wherever you're going to give birth to, at least you should just make sure that your child knows where they are come from, because the challenges that comes out from it, if you are not going to be there, is going to be tough for them. They won't be able to handle it. The bullies that is going to be a lot that is going to come after it, because those countries will just tell them, madam, they're not born you for here, why you won't take part. So they're going to manipulate them a lot into trying to put them, okay, you have to follow us so that you can know what we do, and then you have to follow our culture so that we can accept you. So you hope you understand now.
Okay.
So that is what we are just trying to say, that even if you're going to bring them home once in a while so that they can mingle with people. Chidima has never been to Nigeria. For
I'm
once.
not even sure if she knows any of her relatives
She
in
never been
Nigeria.
to Nigeria until the day that, okay, she was being rejected in South Africa. That is when Nigeria now said that, okay, she can come to Nigerian pageant so that she can compete for it. That is when she won. So everybody were just like, some people from Nigeria were saying that this is a pity vote, this is a pity vote. She hasn't been to Nigeria. That why would she now won? All the people that actually came before her, they now stood empty-handed. Why would they pick her? So they just feels like it's a pity vote that they did for her. So that was the problem that we are trying to tackle here. Because if your child is going to be a mixed race, you have to make sure that you, the father, you should take the responsibility of making sure that wherever they come from, it should be known. They should know about it. Is there any more that you wanted to?
No, we are done.
Miss Busola.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much for joining us. For you, all our viewers that is out there, the xenophobia is real. It's within us and within the countries and societies. And then this needed to be tackled. We have to love ourselves and then embrace our culture. Like whoever they are, the culture is going to be something that you feel like I can't actually adapt to it, or I can't do this. So, but whatever you're going to be, you always have to take an apology for it, because those people are different from your own understanding, from colors and all that. They are definitely just different. So you have to make sure that you calm down with them and then try to. And for those that are actually fears of other people coming to their country and feels like those people are going to take a whole lot of advantage of them, you should know that those people did not come to take advantage, but they just come to survive and then work. We can all be one because God created us as one. So, but the Chidima, congratulations to you. She actually comes in the first runner, and that was a great one. Like Nigeria was celebrating that. Congratulations, congratulations. Yeah.
The only person that has attired that kind of stage in Nigeria is, I think, Agbani Dayedu.
Okay.
How many years ago? But it's a good one for her and a big one for the country. At least our name is soaring high somewhere. Next, probably in years to come, we should be expecting the first or something.
Exactly. And that is what we are looking for. She's so determined, like the way she just carried herself throughout the journey. Even when the South Africa xenophobia was just coming up,
she has the experience, and
exactly.
she's
yeah. You know, if someone is determined, you will be like, I want to.
This is what she does, and something you love and you're familiar with it. You're very good at it. And I love the composure in answering questions. The way she was even answering, smiling. And once you speak a word like this, the way the crowd follows that, like, they love her voice, they love everything about her. And even myself, I'm even falling in love with her.
Now we come to an
all those big men now with the over around
I bet leave I know.
They don't already want flavor on that banner, so you not come near Chidima. So let's conclude. Let's conclude on our show today. So let us teach our children born abroad about our culture. Let our heritage live on. Thank you so much, and we love you. Thank you for joining us on Your Opinion today. I've been your host, Bella. Be sure to join us again tomorrow. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and have a blessed day. Bye-bye. I'm Chidima. Bye.